Robert Guinness 48 Laws of Power. In this episode, we are going to cover laws or rules number 33 to 40. 33 to 40. Rule number 33 or law number 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. There is importance of identifying each person's weakness. By understanding this vulnerability, one can gain power over others by manipulating or influencing them. A good example, somebody likes taking alcohol. Whenever you meet him, mnaongea, you give him a beer or two. That is, you discover each man's weakness and then you utilize that weakness. We have, let me now talk about the intelligence, the NIS. If I am with you or I'm in a group, we are having a group, like let's say Jesus had his disciples, and you discover that so and so, Michael, is the one you suspect to be disclosing the secret of our group to opposing company. Then, whenever he is around, talk things which are not relevant to, take him to be a person whom you are feeding the other group. You are giving your competitors information through him. So whatever you say, he's going to talk. And then he goes to do that. You have discovered that person's weakness, and so you have been using that person to pass the info. That is what we call turning operation. Turning operation in intelligence. This is that you have information. Let me give a very good example. We have two political parties, Ford Kenya and Ford Asili, and you suspect me to be the spy for Ford Asili. So whenever we are having a meeting, you say, now this is what we are going to do, this is what you talk that way in my presence. And you know very well that in the evening, I am going to pass the information to the other party, and then the party will. So you have discovered my weakness, and you are utilizing it to make yourself advance and be powerful. Rule number 34 is be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like a king. By projecting confidence, self-respect, and aura of power, project dignity and supreme confidence that you are destined for greater things. Let me simplify this number 34. When you're competing with somebody, everybody has an enemy at every time. The weakest thing you can do is when the enemy has punished you and you show that you have really suffered. Yes, you suffer in many ways and whatever. But if you portray a picture of confidence that life is just okay and whatever, that is somebody tells you, oh, unakumbuka vile nani alikufanyia hivi na hivi, unasema sikumbuki sijui nini. But then you are suffering inside but outside. That way you will make yourself powerful. Your enemies will not go after you because they think that huyu hata tumejaribu kufanya namna gani na tumeshindwa. Rule or law number 35. Master the art of timing. Remember, being very early is bad and being very late is also bad. The art of timing. That one, if you can master the art of proper time. What example can I give? Let me say, in Kenya, an example, I can give campaigning. You want a political political position? You want to be MCA? MNA, women rep, senator, governor, deputy president, president. Know when to start campaigning. You may start campaigning and be very late, or you can start campaigning to be very early. Master number 35 is master the timing, or the art of timing. You may be a good candidate, you may be fit for that position, but maybe you started campaigning early or you campaigned late. That is why you did not get the position. Yet again, I will repeat, master the art of timing. Number 36, disdain things you can't have. Those fruits you can't have, those fruits that you can't have, just assume them to be sour grapes. Don't acknowledge petty problems. Don't give enemies attention. Project an image of superiority. Focus on achievable goals. That is why I said sour grapes. Focus on achievable goals. Don't go for goals which you can't achieve. Remember, there's even one of them which is said that finish your enemy completely. If you don't finish your enemy completely, he or she will come back and finish you. So if you look at that and say you cannot achieve it, then uh, disdain from things that you can't have. Ignore them. 37. Create a compelling spectacles. Associating yourself with images and symbols will underscore and enhance your power. You can see some of these people even in the, what can I say, Gen Z. There are those people who kina Samuel, kina Morara. They came up with uh, like dressing well, dressing like Ruto. There's a time even Morara was imitating Ruto in manner of dress and whatever. So you create a situation which people would want to see, people would want to look at. Number 38, think like you, but behave like others. We have had cases, think like you, but behave like others. Avoiding being perceived as arrogant, blend in and conform. Share your originality selectively, focus on outward appearance and alternative approach. What I'm trying to say is think like you. You see, you are somebody who takes who goes to a five-star hotel, who takes this. I'm told there's an alcohol called Jack Daniels. But when you want to be a leader, go to kiosks, behave like others. Go to kiosks, go to busa, then buy people busa, even take the busa, eat roadside. I know some people are thinking of the Kenyan president, isn't it? Kenyan politicians are very good here in the rule number 38. Rule number 39, stir up water to catch fish. Stir up water to catch fish. Stay calm and objective while deliberately provoking your enemies to anger and imbalance, allowing you to capitalize on the emotional response and go get advantage. Provoke, stir up water to catch the fish. Provoke your enemies, because if you keep to your line all the time, you may find that your enemy will also keep to his or her line, and you may not collide. So sometimes be very careful, because in the Kenyan law and in many Commonwealth laws, Agent provocateur is an offense. Agent provocateur is if you provoke somebody to commit a crime in the Kenyan and Commonwealth laws, you are deemed to have committed the same crime. If you provoke somebody to murder somebody, it does not matter whether he murdered somebody, you never know. But since you provoked him to murder a person, you'll also be charged with murder through agent provocateur. But stay calm and objective while deliberately provoking your enemies to anger and in balance. You know, when people are annoyed, they tend to act in balanced way. And their emotional responses, you go and get advantage of that. 40, and last one for this episode, despise the free lunch. Despise free. Nothing comes for free. They have a hidden topic. So when you are invited for free things, remember they have a catch on it. So avoid. That is the 40th one. So I'll talk about it quickly, one by one from 33 to 40. 33, discover each month's weakness and utilize it. Number 34, be royal in your own fashion. Behave like you can you can be staying in the slums, but when you go to meetings, you're putting on suits and expensive perfume. People would take you to be a very expensive person, some things like that, and respect you. Number 35, master the art of timing. Remember, if you take action slightly earlier than the correct time, you suffer. Even slightly after, you suffer. You have to know the exact time when you are supposed to act. Disdain things that you can't have. Don't chase things that you cannot have. Maybe you're fit to be an MCA or a councillor, and you are fighting out to be a senator. Keep off things that you can't that are beyond you. 37, create a compelling spectacle. Create like those two people, Morara and they created a situation where people would want them to be there throughout. Think like you like, behave like others. Yes, you can be staying in the flashy places and whatever, and you want to be the senator for Nairobi. You stay in those Karen, Kitushuru, Runda, and so on. But when you are with people, you go to Matopeni, you go to Kibra, you go to Madare and behave like others. 39, stir up water to catch fish. Your enemies or the people you want to finish, if they stay in the water like fish without anything, uh, so you won't catch them. There are times when you have to provoke them to react and loosen themselves up. But then again, in some jurisdiction like Kenya in the Commonwealth, uh, if you provoke somebody to commit a crime, you are charged with the agent provocateur, whose sentence is similar to if you provoke somebody to steal, then you are sentenced the same time as somebody who has stolen. And if you provoke somebody into murder, then you'll also be sentenced like somebody who was murdered. So agent provocateur, the sentence is the same as whatever you have provoked about that person. But then you have to provoke some people for them to come out. Last, number 40 is despise free lunch. Nothing comes for free. They are usually with a hidden item. So number 40, uh, people always ask themselves, and that is why even some people, when they do things in good faith, people will always ask themselves, why is he doing this? Is there a hidden something of that? Rarely, there are occasions when people do it for free, but in most of the cases, there is nothing free for free. usually there is a hidden meaning.